Good afternoon, everybody. Hoping you're all having a great weekend. Today, I just wanted to do a quick video talking about why you should trade cryptocurrencies. Now, before I get into this video, I just want to do a quick look at Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin's been doing. Now, Bitcoin has been chopping sideways. There's been a lot of uncertainty in the market. There's a big important decision that's being made on the 1st of August, and people are not too sure what's going to happen. It could go upwards. It could go downwards from this decision. The decision is a SegWit decision, by the way. I'm trying to be a bit vague around it, is because I'm not trying to delve too much in it in this video, because I'm trying to keep it about, the benefits of trading cryptocurrencies here. But if you do want to know more about SegWit, I will talk about it in later videos. But for now, there's uncertainty. People aren't too sure whether it's going to go up or whether it's going to go down. But here's a little pattern that I've noticed. Now, I've already posted this on my Twitter page. If you don't follow me already on Twitter, guys, my Twitter tag is crypto_Sam. And here's what I've noticed. So in 2015, we've had a similar pattern. So we've had the bull run upwards. We've had a choppy sideways period throughout July, a slump downwards, and then at the start of September, it picks up the pace, and we have a massive bull run upwards, parabolic wave up, and the price tops at around 420, even higher than that. Sorry, the chart didn't get it all. So that's how the market looked in 2015. After that consolidation period, we went downwards, and then we had a massive rise upwards. In 2016, we see a similar story. So we have the rise upwards, a choppy sideways period throughout July, slump downwards, and at the start of September, literally it seems like it's like the same chart we're looking at here. It jumps upwards, and we have a massive parabolic wave upwards. Now, looking at 2017 chart, could it do the same? I'm not saying for definite it's going to do this, guys, but this is something you can look at and keep in the back of your heads when you're doing your research and making your decision on the markets. But it does look promising. Now, back to the point. Why should you trade cryptocurrencies? Now, whenever I'm asked this question, I always start with the point that the cryptocurrency markets are decentralized. Now, what decentralization essentially means is that the cryptocurrency market isn't owned by anybody. No single entity, no company, no person, no government owns Bitcoin or owns cryptocurrencies. So essentially what that means is that whenever there's an economic event, say for instance, Brexit, when the pound slumped, that caused a pound to slump because uncertainty in the market, Bitcoin's price stays the same. This likens it to other commodities like gold and silver, because essentially that's the same thing. So what a lot of investors do is when they're having troubles in the standard markets, they put out their money and they stash it in gold. Now you're finding that the same thing slowly is happening with Bitcoin. And because we're likening the two markets, gold's market cap is currently at $3 trillion and Bitcoin's is only at 42 billion. Now, if investors keep doing this and countries now see Bitcoin on the same level as gold as a reserve or somewhere to put your money in, we could see Bitcoin essentially get into a market cap of gold and even exceeding it. Now, I won't do the maths here, but 3 trillion, 42 billion, that would be a massive, massive increase. Now, the second point I want to get to here is that there are no brokers. So when you're trading on these exchanges in Bitcoin, there's no brokers who are determining or taking your money and essentially trading it for another coin. So this means they're not charging you any admin fees. They're not charging you for administering your trade. So you literally trade directly with other people. You trade on what we call peer-to-peer exchanges. So you're directly changing with someone else. Someone saying, I want to sell this coin at this price, and then you dictate your price and you buy it off them for no fees. And what it also means as well is that there's no person who's telling you, or no company that's telling you, that you have to put a certain amount to trade with us. You can literally start trading Bitcoin with £5, £10, actually any amount you can start trading, which is great. So for someone who doesn't want to start with a big amount, you can literally start trading straight away. The next point I want to talk about is the anonymity aspect behind cryptocurrencies. Now, you can literally sign up and start trading Bitcoin with just your email. A lot of exchanges don't ask you for your name, your address. You can start trading with your email. So for somebody who wants anonymity whilst they're trading, maybe you don't want your wife to find out, or your kids, who knows, that's it there. You have it there in these markets. The options are there for you. Now, another big question I always get asked is, why don't I just buy and I hold? A lot of people are seeing these kind of articles popping up where they say, oh, if you invested $100 just in Bitcoin and left it, you'd have $75 million today, which is great, which is true as well. Investing is good. Don't get me wrong, guys. Investing is a great way to make money. However, trading is simply a better way to make money. Going back to the Bitcoin chart, I won't stay in this point too long because I'm sure you guys will suss it straight away, is that if you invested, say, at this point, and Bitcoin went all the way up to here and you weren't trading, so you weren't taking the money in and out, you would have bought at 1739 and you'd currently be at 5,000, right? But if you took it out there, bought again here, took out there, bought again here, you may have 5 times, 6 times, 7 times the profit that you would have at this point, because you've played all these little bounces and you've made profit on all of these little ups and downs. Now, that's essentially what trading is that you're taking your money in, you're taking money out, and you're capitalizing on all these drops. Well, not all of them, but you're capitalizing on, well, the ones that you strategically made. Now, that is it. I won't delve on that point too much, but that's simply it. You make a lot more money trading rather than investing. Now, another reason is that there's a lot more growth to come. So I've already talking about the SegWit point. So on the 1st of August, there's going to be a technological improvement on Bitcoin, which will mean that transactions will get faster and more transactions can be made. And this is called SegWit. So that's being made on the 1st of August. And that could essentially mean a lot more people will invest in Bitcoin or start using it as maybe a payment service. So that could cause growth. And also, there are a lot more countries starting to adopt Bitcoin. Now, at first, Bitcoin had, because it wasn't regulated, there was a lot of uncertainty behind the technology. A lot of countries weren't sure whether they were going to invest in it or not, whether they're going to allow their people to trade it or to use it. But now we're gradually getting more and more acceptance. Recently, Japan have actually made Bitcoin legal. They've made it legal tender. So this is an article showing that on the March of 31st, they actually made it legal on April the 1st. And this is just a chart of their market cap to show you guys what happened to the market cap when Japan got involved. Now, on April the 1st, down here, we see this is when Japan got involved. The market cap was at $25 billion. Now, past this, we had a massive run up as all the Japanese people started the demand soared up and the price went all up to highs of $112 billion. Now that's a 400% increase in the space of two months. That is absolutely insane. And we're going to keep getting growth like this because more and more countries are going to accept this growth. This is something that countries are trying to stop, but they can't. You've got China right now trying to stop these Bitcoin exchanges from withdrawing, and they're trying to make it difficult, but essentially this kind of technology can't be stopped. So as more countries are adopting it, more demand, the price keeps going up. Another point is that there is intrinsic value behind Bitcoin. A lot of people are using Bitcoin for real world use. People are using it as payment services. In fact, it's actually changing the lives of a lot of people. This is an article that I read yesterday about Venezuelans who are currently under a lot of oppression by their government. They're not having access to banking services. So they're actually using cryptocurrencies, here as the article says, such as Bitcoin and Dash, which is helping them buy food and groceries from other countries. Now, this is big. This is absolutely big, is that without this thing here, these guys would be in real trouble. So this means that Bitcoin essentially has some real big value for a lot of people. And as this value grows, the price will grow and the market will grow. So getting into it now is a great choice. Now, the last point I want to draw on is that it's just a standard point, is that it's a huge opportunity here, guys. We don't know how long this market is going to be like this. I mean, right now we're seeing increases of 50-60% in a day. I just want to quickly show you guys one of the trades that I've done in the last month. This is actually on the 11th of June. Was a trade that it actually went 53% up in 24 hours. This was NXT, so I called an entry at 5,600 and it went all the way up to 8,600 and we locked in 53% here. Now, these kind of gains are, at the moment, these are quite common in the cryptocurrency space, but this is because it's a growing market. We're at the bottom of the adoption phase right now. But as the big boys start to get involved, call it Amazon, the big boys, eBay, as a real guys start to pull their money and start to notice these markets, you're going to find that it's going to get harder and harder to trade. So you need to take grasp of the opportunity we've got here and really milk this thing for what we've got, you know. So those are the points, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.